Gavin Newsom went on MSNBC in the way that only he can, laying down some important points in emphatic fashion that, of course, has right-wingers furious. And I want to cover a few of those today. So let's start with this clip of him addressing the culture war that Republicans love to indulge in, and we'll work our way to his hilarious response to the almost anaphylactic reaction from conservatives about Taylor Swift.
What is the effective message to push back against
how about have a message that's offensive, not just defensive? We've been on the defense too long. CRT, ESG, DEI. I joke, it's everything with three letters. DOJ, FBI, IRS. And we're constantly on the receiving end of that. Look, one thing I've learned from the propaganda networks out there, facts don't matter. Illusion rules. It's who dominates the narrative. What's Trump's success in this primary? It's about dominating the narrative. Flood the zone. When the courtroom is a campaign stop, you're flooding the zone. DeSantis said it himself. Says, it's hard to get any attention out here. So what Democrats need to do is we need to flood the zone. See, the benefit we have the facts. They don't. We have the policies. They don't. We have the record. They don't. They have rhetoric. They're obstructionists. The reason you're on a cultural purge, Republican Party, is you don't have an agenda for unifying this nation.
This is an amazing point. The right is constantly on the offensive, attacking the left and left-wing policies, mostly to distract from the fact that they don't have any of their own. But it works because it's rhetorically effective and it keeps the left on the defense, always responding to the framing of the right rather than highlighting their own successes when we should be going on the offense, highlighting the correct framing, the policy effectiveness, and the lack of all of that exists on the other side. If you have someone who constantly does the whataboutisms, or you see conservatives doing this, using misinformation, allowing them to lead and frame the conversation, it'll never be good enough in an optic sense to just reply with facts and stats and data. You need to grab hold of the conversation and move it over to your own grounds, because Newsom is absolutely right here. Replying with facts and data doesn't resonate with the crowd that seems to gravitate towards Trump. They just want the rhetoric, the appearance of confidence, and the bravado that they get out of Trump. That's why they listen to him. Obviously, they don't care much about facts. And I think the left can be much more successful with that type of approach. Oh, you want to talk about a stolen election? Well, let me ask you how much you value democracy, every voice in that democracy being heard, because you have to have meaningful discussions politically. In order to do that, you have to believe in our system. Well, how about Trump wanting to censor media outlets that he doesn't like? What about a court of law that we have established in this country to settle these exact kind of disputes, that over 60 of which have found absolutely no grounds of election interference, and most of those on evidentiary grounds? Don't we have to respect law for democracy to work? Isn't that like a pivotal part of that? If we're going to attack the validity of sources on the grounds of nothing, solely because it doesn't feed into our confirmation bias, it's almost to laugh in the face of truth. It's definitely to laugh in the face of democracy. And that's not a party that anyone should want to be part of, which is why going on the offensive is key. And Gavin Newsom does a great job of highlighting that and representing it wholly himself.
Republicans that are looking down and past Taylor Swift do so at their own peril. What is her sin? What is her sin? She wants more people to vote. She wants to help people register to vote and remind them the importance of expressing their democratic rights and responsibilities. Wow. And that says everything you need to know about the Republican Party. They don't want people to vote. They want to make it harder because they can't win if you vote. How sad and pathetic the Republican Party have become, that Taylor Swift literally is a threat to them for one reason. She wants folks to turn out and vote.
And this is spot on. The reaction is pretty stunning. I mean, Taylor Swift is mega rich. There's plenty of legitimate concerns to have with her, like her effect on the climate or the wages of her warehouse workers busting out her merch. But right-wingers don't care about climate or low wages. They're upset because Taylor Swift wants people to vote. And if more people vote, the right probably loses. So they're terrified that she might actually bring her fans out to, exercise their democratic rights. So scary, man. Let's make a horror movie about it. It's like you think that she's asking them to break the law or something. Truly, what they're mad at Taylor Swift for is exactly what got Trump elected in 2016. What? Because she's an outsider, she can't be involved in politics? I would like to introduce you to the main reason Donald Trump was elected in 2016. People knew him as an outsider and wanted to vote for the celebrity that they grew up watching or have watched a lot of his shows. Is that also against the rules, or is it only when it threatens to hurt Republican chances? Okay, got it. They're a political party. Let's not forget that. Republicans are a political party, and they're scared of the possibility that people might be registering to vote. Let that sink in, let it marinate, because it's just as absurd as it sounds, and I think it's time for some serious self-reflection on the right. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that can interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.